Hey guys, happy Thursday, happy 3rd of July. I'm getting off of work early. I'm so fucking happy. So fucking happy. That said, I did delete my last 2 videos, which quite honestly, deleting videos for me within a day or 2 of uploading is nothing new. But I was just like really annoyed with myself because, you know, I said the word Jew so many fucking times, and whether it be justifiable or not, it's uncool that I left out the Z word, the Zionists, because the Zionist Jews are the real problems. Regular Jews are kind of just like, I would still be weary of them because just like with any other kind of race, they're not a race, but group of people that think that they're better than you. I think Koreans have this. Probably a lot of the Asian flavors do. You really got to be careful when you're interacting with them, and especially on a business sense, if you're not one of them, because they will fuck you over and feel nothing of it. Whether it's something that is written in their religious texts or, you know, just historically because of what us as Americans have done to their country, their people in the past, you know, they're gonna feel justified either way. Worse if it's both things are happening. Like, yeah, and it sucks for a lot of us because a lot of us we don't even really, you know, feel American because we haven't really gotten any of the perks to be an American. We're just as, you know, enslaved as the next guy, an immigrant, a recent immigrant, and that, you know, times a lot of us are also literal immigrants. Hand up. So anyway, yeah, I should have been very much more specific about the Zionist Jews, who apparently are not even really Jews at all. They're just using the Jew coat to keep people away from them because, right, you can't talk about Jews. You can talk about blacks. You can call them anything you want. We got the videos, like I said, of people coming out nowadays that are, you know, they're called black fatigue. I'm suffering from black fatigue. It's like, oh, we can dog on the blacks all day, all night, but we can't talk about rationally what the Jews are doing. Like, that doesn't make sense. And I think that, you know, encapsulates the bigger problem of the society where it's like, yeah, sure, the blacks kind of run culture, like even in their worst moment, right? We've got Diddy right now, primo example. This is probably the worst, you know, extended moments of his life, and yet, you know, he's gonna get off pretty lightly considering all of the mischief that guy's gotten into, and he still has many a fan out there. You know, he might even make a comeback, you know, because now there's this extra pizzazz to him and his lore, and, you know, maybe it'll translate into his art. I have no fucking idea. But yeah, I don't know. I that said, it's like, and this is gonna well, not really. So what I'm trying to say is, like, we hit on, just for an example, we hit on the blacks. We're like, the blacks are ruining the culture, just the way that they interact with the general public. They don't tip, they're very loud, they're very rude, they come out in bonnets and shit like that. It's ghetto, and it is really bringing down American culture. And, you know, now we got black fatigue videos coming out, and it's just like, you guys are so dumb. Like, no, like, they are a symptom of the problem. They are not the root cause. They are not the root cause. And it's because their behavior is an offshoot of the trauma that they've been through. And I'm not talking about slavery from the 1800s. I'm talking about the slavery now. that even you and I experience, because for all of the work that we do, it really doesn't go far in terms of encapsulating a very good life for us. Like, I know, right, most people are paying 50%, if not more, on just their housing, their cars and food and blah, blah, blah. And hardly anybody has anything left over at the end of the month to save. And a lot of that is because of the corruption that we've seen in white collar. So long story short, people like to dog on blue collar crime or, no collar crime. In the case of the blacks that they're showing on those black fatigue videos. But at the end of the day, what the guy with the blue collar or no collar doesn't really fucking affect your quality of life, I guess, unless they're your next door neighbor. But like the white collar crime that is on the levels of multi-million and even billion dollars, that's what's really holding us all back. Because not only is it the crimes, it's the leverage that they use against public officials, like the PUD, like the local governments and stuff like that. Like they use their leverage, governors and stuff like that. Even they pump money into these people, and they say, hey, here's a little tit for tat. And that's what ultimately really affects like our property taxes, our utility rates, how much tabs cost. It's just horseshit. Like here in Washington, we apparently voted and passed some sort of bill that made our car tabs $40. Like we voted on it, we passed it, but somebody with a lot more money, I don't know who, I have no idea, was like, yeah, no. And so now, people all around the state, but specifically in King County, the county that Seattle's in, they're like, if they have a Tesla, their tabs are like $1,700. Like, it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. And I don't know, like, I'm kind of excited for the fever pitch to finally be ringing in all of our ears when we're all just like, not gonna do it anymore. Like, we're just done. We're like, no, I'm not even gonna renew my tabs. Fuck you. Like, my property taxes went up, my rent went up, or my rent went up. Just, things that really fucking matter. But yeah, no, I was falling asleep last night, which, is it anybody else like this? Like, falling asleep is when you are literally like the most creative. It's like, I guess it's when my brain is the most quiet, and I just get all these video ideas. It's so annoying because I'm just like, I'm fucking in bed, man. Like, god damn it. I need a voice recorder. I have a phone. Shut up. Okay. But I was thinking last night as I was falling asleep, I was like, I could name 100 other things, fatigues I'm feeling a lot more than black fatigue. And yes, that is because I literally don't see black people. Ironically, though, I work with 2 black dudes. Like, in my department, it's 2 black dudes and a bitch that I really fucking do not care for. She is such a trash person. Like, she's trashy, and usually I don't fucking, like, I like trashy people. I used to work, like, in my last job, my clientele base was kind of trashier people. They were low income, just trashier people, but they were cool. Like, they were easy to work with. They were easy to make happy. They were easy to get along, to be along with, whatever the saying is. They were so real, and I really appreciate it. But this bitch is just like, she's that, but it's, I don't know. I don't even want to diagnose her right now. And ENFJ, I've bitched on and off about her, but I don't even want to get into it because it's just annoying. She's just very, very annoying, and there's nothing I can do about it. But at the same time, I don't really have to interact with her, but she is one of the 3 people that I am in one department with. So anyway, long story short, but these 2 black kids, they're like in their 20s, they do work hard, and they're both Z even, like they're both Generation Z. Are they Alpha? No, Alpha's not quite in their 20s yet. I think these boys are like in their early 20s. So anyway, what am I talking about? Yeah, no, I could, from here until I get to my fucking house, I could name, I got banker fatigue, I got interest fatigue, I got college debt fatigue. I don't really have college debt, but I know that it is a huge weight on my generation's shoulders. Even Gen X, they're still dealing with student loan debt. I've got war fatigue. I've got fucking weird disease fatigue, corona, monkeypox, bird flu. Like, what is that? Every fucking year there's at least 2 weird animal diseases that I'm told I need to get a vaccine for. Are you out of your fucking mind? I got vaccine fatigue. I got Bill Gates fatigue. I got celebrities fatigue. I got ugly celebrity fatigue. Why are they all ugly now? Like, they used to be fucking gorgeous, and now they're just not. Like, I feel like Angelina Jolie is the last celebrity, like, at least for the women, because she has, a classical face. She's not all like snatched and Botoxed and stuff. I'm sure she does that stuff. I'm sure she's had surgeries. I'm sure she's had multiple facelifts, but like, she still has that weird, ethereal, otherworldly beauty that really only comes from being a classic beauty. Now it's just like everybody looks so clearly surgicalized. It's like, what the hell? And it can be done, because like, I think even Marilyn Monroe, she had a nose job or 2, but it wasn't done in such a way that just was clearly unnatural. Anyway, yeah, I've got tax fatigue. I've got property rate increase fatigue. I've got climate change fatigue, but we're not doing anything about it for real. I've got just Jeff Bezos fatigue. I've got fucking an 1-hour commute being normalized fatigue, even though luckily my commute is only 20 minutes. It's amazing. I'm so grateful for that. I've got making 22 hours is, I should be worked to the bone and grateful fatigue. Out your fucking damn mind. I've got, you have to take an hour lunch fatigue. It's different for me because I have the opportunity to walk for half of it and get paid for the half hour. But if I didn't do the 1 hour, the half hour walk, my boss would make me take an hour. Isn't that so weird? I've got stupid people in charge fatigue. I've got my boss talks too much fatigue. I got a woman boss fatigue. I've got 8-hour workday fatigue. I got 5-day work week fatigue. I can't find an apartment for 30% of my pay fatigue, under which the rent takes 30% or less of my take home for fatigue. I've got too many fucking emails fatigue. I got my information, my passwords, my social, whatever, being leaked, being hacked, fatigue. Like, it's so funny. They told us that the, like, credit cards, debit cards, it'd be so much more secure, than carrying cash. Because cash, people can rob you. And then you don't, you can't get that money back because, whatever. But how many fucking times have we been hacked in the numbers of billions of people just this year? I'm pretty sure there's been at least 4 major hacks this year, and we're only halfway through the year. How many times have you been robbed? Ask somebody in their 50s, 60s, they'll be like, never, maybe once. And it'll be a woman who wasn't actually held up at gunpoint. It was like, yeah, they took my wallet out of my purse because my purse was as open as my fucking legs that night, you fucking cunt. Like, sorry. Yeah, no, there's just so many other things. Like, black people are not, they can for sure, but they're not your problem for real. Like, unless it's your neighbor, unless it's a party that comes in every fucking night to your restaurant and stiffs you and sends back a ton of food, like they're not really. I think in those cases, for the most part, it's black people serving black people, and that's crazy if you're gonna treat your own people that way. I mean, not to say it's fine, right? Jews to fucking treat people who are not your people badly, but it's very surprising. Like, when I see another Mexican person, I'm just like, oh, hola. Like, I'm very fucking nice. I'm so excited to see them. I could never treat them badly. I always gave them deals when I could at my last job. Be like, let's call it 20, and I should have charged them 40. No, we're calling it 20. Why? Whatever. Shut up. Mind your own business. I'm the cashier today, or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I think, long story short, of what I'm trying to say in this video is, like, don't fall for the rage bait that they put. Like, yeah, sure, it's like eating ice cream and it feels good. But no, like, we need to always aim our anger up, which is to the bankers, which a lot of them are Jewish, to the politicians, which all of them are basically Zionists, and just reflect and love on what it means to be human. Bye.